What you cooking?
Same thing I've been cooking the past 15 years with the hope of poisoning you.
Ain't working so well.
Not yet.
Be honest, though. Tastes bad enough to kill a man.
I never was much of a cook, but I did try to be a good wife.
And you have been.
Given what we was and what we came from, I think we've gone and done okay. I look at Jack. I look at him and I think we've been blessed. Maybe he can be something more.
He's a good kid. He can be whatever he wants to be. He ain't gonna be no frontier gunslinger killing and running no gang, though. That way's over. Railroads and government and motor cars and everything gone and done away with all that.
And he ain't gonna marry no orphaned working girl running with a bunch of hucksters, neither.
If he meets one like you, I hope he'll marry her.
Stop. For an illiterate gunslinger, you sure know how to make a girl blush. God damn crows! John! You have got to go deal with them. They've broken into the silo again and are eating all the corn out from it.
Of course, my angel.
Wait, get out of there.
All right, all right.
Go on. Scat. Shh.
Damn crows!
How do you do?
What on earth?
Howdy, Paul.
What's the book, boy?
Nothing, sir.
What's it about?
Well, it's an adventure, sir. Set out in the West, and it tells this amazing story of how people killed the savage Redskins, and how this man, this brave man, hunts the man who killed his father.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Talking of adventure, how'd you like to learn to track elk? Really big ones in the valley this time of year. We could use the meat.
Well,
I know you'd rather read your adventures. Trust me, this can be very enjoyable in its own way. I suppose maybe it's a little less dramatic. So, let's go, come on. You may get to see me get gored by some massive wild beast. Then you can write a story about that.
Very funny, Pa. I've forgotten how funny you was.
Grab your things. All right, now stay close to the dog, son. Come on. When he finds something, you stay back and I'll show you how to make a kill.
Whatever you say, sir.
You sure you're ready for this?
I guess so.
Now the trick to hunting is calm and patience. You gotta think and move like an animal to catch an animal.
A rifle helps, doesn't it?
Elk don't stand still, son.
I wouldn't know. This is the first time you've taken me hunting.
There's lots of things I ain't done with you, but I'm gonna try and make up for that. Come! You don't seem too excited about this.
What do you want me to say, Paul? Yippee?
Are you sure you're all right? I mean, I know all that business must have been hard on you.
It wasn't nothing. I'm not a kid anymore.
Well, it won't happen again. It's over.
Until the next time, you mean?
There won't be a next time. Jack, he's on to something. You know, one time I hunted a bear up in tall trees. You never seen a bigger animal in all your life.
I read this story about a girl who was raised by wolves. She'd hunt goats with them and everything.
Sounds like a tall yarn to me.
Taller than a boy being taken from his home and locked up in a dungeon.
I'm just saying, maybe you spend too much time with your head in those books.
I thought you were not wanting me to read.
We do, so long as you're not, well, hiding from the real world. Look, I see one. Whoa, slow down.
Yeah, I see it.
This one's mine. Stay with me, son.
Yeah! Come on! Should I be shooting my gun too?
Come on, I'll show you how to cut the meat.
I thought he was gonna get away. That was great, Paul.
You just gotta wait for the right shot, not rush it.
That's a big one.
This meat should fetch a decent price in Manzanita. Hope you were watching. It'll be your turn next. Go on, Rufus. Sniff us out a couple more. Here!
Go on, Rufus.
Come on! Whoa!
There you go.
You ready to take a shot, Jack?
Of course, Paul.
Remember, it's all about timing. Wait for your moment. Don't snatch at it.
I know. I saw how you did it.
If you say so. All right. When he finds them, you take the lead. Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Find another one, Rufus. You can do it, Rufus. Go on, Rufus.
Go! Good boy, Rufus.
Find another one, Rufus!
Come on, easy up now. There they are. Jack, come on. Steady now. Let's go. Stay calm. Yeah. Whoa there. You saw how I cut the meat, Jack. Now it's your turn. Nice work, son. You're a quick learner. Now come on. Let's get this meat over to the trading post at Manzanita.
Hey, watch it!
This is dirty.
Hey, come on!
This is a messy one.
Come on! Did you see me?
You did good, son.
Can't we shoot some more?
Only kill what you need. We'll go out again soon.
You know, I didn't think I was gonna like it.
I told you you'd have fun, didn't I? Come on. Come on.
Easy.
Yeah. Hey. Whoa there. All right, here we are. Jack, you wait here. I'll be just a moment.
Hello there. Hey there.
¿Qué tal? Va a visitar nuevo paraíso el mes que
Hi there.
Reyes
Well,
venció
let's see
a
what you
Allende aquí en Chuparrosa. Van a destruir la economía.
You were raised on sour milk.
Los traidores están detrás del
Throwing
contrabando.
dust.
¿A dónde se fue el tiempo?
Here we are.
Tengo que
Enjoy the
irme.
journey. Goodbye, friend.
¡Nos vemos! ¡Cuídate!
Thank you. Howdy, Mr. Martin. Stay away from Bill Williamson's gang. I hope you enjoy a smooth ride.
¿Puede ser posible?
You're all set.
That's gonna have to do for now.
Won't be a stranger. Let me know if you need
All done. Let's head home.
Tell my kid.
Let's go.
How much did you make?
Never you mind. Enough to keep Rufus out of the stewing pot for a couple of days.
And what about me? What do I get?
You get to eat, son.
But I did have to work. That isn't fair.
What can I say? I'm another corrupt landowner.
I'll be rich one day, then you'll see.
I sure hope so. And you can look after us when we get old.
What do you mean, get old? You are old.
We ain't old. Uncle's old.
Well, he should be in a museum.
Yeah, preserved in whiskey for the next 1,000 years. Come on.
Come on!
So, you enjoy your first hunting trip?
Oh, Paul, that was so much fun! I can't rightly believe it. Just like in the books.
We'll do it again soon. Now get to your chores.
Howdy, Paul.
You're tensing up.
I'm not.
You are. Your back's tense and it's making the rifle jump. You're holding it wrong. Here, let me show you.
I don't need you to show me, Paul.
I guess not.
Don't show me and you'll just run off again or something. It's better I teach myself.
I ain't going nowhere.
Whatever you say, Paul.
Don't be like that.
Sorry.
Wolves been after the herd. Gotta get out there and scare them off. You wanna come with me? Safer with two.
Okay.
Come on! The dog will soon sniff them out. Come on!
I can shoot. You know that. Why you gotta treat me like a kid?
It's what fathers do! I'm just trying to look out for you.
You can't just decide to be a father when it suits you. What about the rest of the time?
Come on, Jack! That ain't exactly fair.
1 minute you're telling me to be a man, the next you're telling me I'm just a boy.
It's gonna take a while for things to get back to normal.
Normal? Is it ever normal?
I don't know, but it'll get better, son. I promise.
I'm sorry, Paul.
You don't need to be.
I don't mean to be moody. I'm glad you're home. I really am. It's just every time you go off, well, you're gonna land us both in the dirt.
I swear, if it was down to me, I'd never have gone anywhere.
They can't make you, can they?
It's complicated, but seems they can.
You can't be tired already.
Come on.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't understand.
Just some things you start have to be finished.
What was your father like?
I didn't really know him. He died when I was just a boy. Jack, he's found a scent. Stay close, Jack. Let's go.
Paul? Is Uncle really your uncle?
No, at least I sincerely hope not. He's probably lots of people's father, though.
Well, why do you call him Uncle then?
Folks always did. Probably because he's always been older than everybody else.
He was old when I was a kid.
He was old when I was a kid, son. God must have had some purpose for keeping him on this earth. but I sure as hell don't know what that is.
Look out!
That's it, boy. Let's go. Go.
Where are they, Rufus?
That's his signal. Come on. Gotcha. Down you come.
Over there! Easy.
Stay alert.
There we go. Don't give up now. Let's keep moving.
Good work, son. Go on now, Rufus. Find the rest of them.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Whoa!
come on.
Hold up a moment.
Whoa.
Easy.
You can find them, Rufus. Come. Slow up.
Stay on him, Rufus.
Let's go.
Let's go. Come on, boy.
Wolves! I see them! God damn! That's it, Jack!
This is what you get for stealing our cattle. Come on. There you go. What are we doing here? Shouldn't we be going?
All right, we should head back now. We got out further than I thought.
Hey, watch it. How many did we kill? They won't be after our cattle for a while.
That was some good shooting, son.
So can I go out hunting by myself now?
Hold on there, cowboy. You ain't ready for that yet. One step at a time.
Ah, please, Pa.
We'll go out again soon. Catch something nice for your ma to cook.
I reckon I could kill a bear, no problem.
I ain't gonna tell you again, Jack. You don't leave the farm without checking with me first, you hear?
Yes, sir, I hear you.
Yeah.
Pa, can I ask you something?
Whoa there.
Come on, we can't stop now. You know, we could be outlaws, you and me.
All we did was kill a few wolves.
Well, I read a book about a father and son who robbed banks. One-Armed Willie, that was his name.
I'm happy with my 2 arms, if you don't mind.
Just imagine it, though. John and Jack Marston, most wanted men in the West.
And what about your mom?
Well, I mean, we still come home.
You live in a dream world. It ain't like they tell it in books. And it ain't no way to live life. It was ugly and brutal.
All right, jeez. I was only joking around.
You'll have a farm of your own. You can read and write. Don't waste your life, son. Don't live like I had to.
Whoa.
Let's go. Easy. Whoa, whoa. Come on. turned into a decent hunter, son. But try to stay out of trouble.
How are you?
John, we got a telegram from some lady friend of yours, a Bonnie something or other. Something you ain't telling me?
Bonnie McFarlane. She's a friend.
Mm.
Saved my life when I went after Bill and nearly got myself killed again.
Oh, now you two's in the habit of sending each other letters. How very nice.
It weren't nothing like that. What's it say?
I don't know. I can't. Well, you know I can't read.
Give it here.
You read that thing out loud?
I ain't hiding nothing. Dear Mr. Marston, stop. Need corn sacks. Stop. Emergency. Stop. Weevils and moths ate entire county supply. Stop. Can you help? Not exactly the most romantic request now, is it?
I guess not. She saved your life, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then you're gonna have to help her and her family out. We've got a plentiful supply of corn sacks over near the silo. About the one thing Uncle didn't manage to have stolen while we was gone.
Okay.
Hurry back, John. And John, what's she like?
You know. A little bit like you, I guess. She's a woman in a man's world.
John, wait! Maybe I should meet this McFarlane woman. What are you waiting for? We better hurry. I don't think I can let you go off again without me.
Fair enough. I'm glad of the company. You only had to ask.
ask. I was waiting for you to ask me.
I thought you'd want to keep an eye on the boy.
Oh, while you were off cavorting with cowgirls in the next county? I don't think so, John Marston. You only just got home. That Jack has seen enough of me for a lifetime. So, is she married? This Bonnie McFarland?
No,
What does she look like?
I don't know. Pretty normal, I suppose.
Normal? What? Normal like me?
No, normal as in 2 eyes, mouth, nose, that kind of normal. Besides, ain't no woman fine as you.
A little flattery. Now we're finally getting somewhere.
If you find yourself in a hole, the first thing to do is stop digging.
Another pearl of wisdom from John Marston. I sure do miss those.
I never took you for the jealous type, Abigail.
I ain't jealous so much as curious.
You heard what she wrote. It's just some corn. She saved my life, and she was decent enough to me, so I owe her this much at least.
How did she save your life anyway?
She found me half dead on the side of the road and took me to the doctor. Most folks would have left me there.
Half dead from what?
Bill didn't take so kindly to me visiting unannounced.
Bill never did like surprises. How was he?
Same as he was when we left. Angry and dumb. Taking his revenge out on the world. People down there was really scared of him.
A Bill? You gotta be kidding me. He was only frightening if he was afraid of dumb fools.
Bill weren't so bad, but when Dutch went crazy, Bill took it hard.
For a while, we all thought we'd found something right. A better way to live, but it was just a lie. So you saw before they did.
Maybe. But they was still kind of a family.
A family that left you for dead. You knew the truth, John, and they hated you for it.
Where did they take you?
Who?
Those government bastards. Where did they hold you and Jack?
I ain't sure. They kept their eyes covered there and back. Can't have been too far from here, though.
They treat you right?
It ain't the first time I've had a gun to my head, John. You're forgetting your marriage proposal.
Very funny.
You came. Thank you so much. We lost the entire harvest.
Miss McFarland, I'd like you to meet my wife, Abigail.
Oh, ain't you quite the gentleman all of a sudden? It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Marston.
Likewise. Thank you for saving my husband's life. And for teaching the miserable goat some manners, among other things.
I didn't teach him anything. I know better than to try to change a man. You should meet my father.
Oh, people can change, Miss McFarland. John and I have to believe that more than anybody.
This is a decent first harvest for you, John. You should be proud. That's good land you got there.
How are you feeling, Mrs. Marston? From what your husband told me, it must have been awful for you.
I've been through worse, and I knew he'd be back before too long. He can't cook a meal to save his life.
Abigail, in my darkest hours, when I was most homesick, just the thought of one of your rat meat stews kept me pushing forward.
Well, about as amusing as a weeping saddle sore, ain't he, Miss McFarland? If you're gonna start yammering about women's work, John, I'd say you might be in the wrong company.
I'd say so, too.
I never felt so outnumbered.
Ma'am?
So that was the famous Bonnie.
That was her, all right.
She's pretty.
She's normal, like I said.
Well, you always wanted to be a rancher. I'd have thought she'd be just your thing. The perfect rancher's wife, if I ever saw one.
I already got a rancher's wife.
I'm only teasing. I like her, and I'm glad she saved your life. Most of the time, anyway.
The McFarlands are good people.
She did flush better than a shepherd
You ain't wrong about that, Mrs. Marston.
That's quite a ranch they got there.
That'll be us someday. As soon as we get back on our feet.
I don't know, John. How many times can we start again? An outlaw and a working girl. We ain't exactly farmers.
We are now. Forget that life. It's over.
Do you really believe that?
We have to. It's the only way we'll ever have a future.
The life we led, that doesn't go away. It's never over. You think those government men are just gonna leave us alone now?
The old gang's dead. I did what they asked.
Speed it up, John. You're driving like Uncle. And that's it? The life, crime, forgiven?
We're back together, ain't we?
Until they decide you owe them something else.
Sometimes I think I was the stupid one for believing I could get out. Maybe Dutch, Bill, and Javier were just being honest with themselves.
You ain't perfect, John, and I sure ain't. But you're better than they are. Than they were.
Maybe we can change. But we gotta try. For Jack's sake.
Where are you going? This isn't the way home.
Even if we have to start again 100 times. It's better than going back to what we were.
So that was the famous Bonnie. Have you forgotten where we live?
That was her, all right.
She's pretty.
She's normal, like I said.
Well, you always wanted to be a rancher. I'd have thought she'd be just your thing. The perfect rancher's wife, if I ever saw one.
I already got a rancher's wife.
I'm only teasing. I like her, and I'm glad she saved your life. Most of the time, anyways.
The McFarlands are good people.
She did flush redder than a shepherd's sunset when she saw you, though.
I have that effect on women.
You've clearly had one too many blows to the head.
You ain't wrong about that, Mrs. Marston.
I think we should keep going, John. That's quite a ranch they got there.
That'll be us someday. As soon as we get back on our feet.
I don't know, John. How many times can we start again? An outlaw and a working girl. We ain't exactly farmers.
We are now.
So that was the famous Bonnie.
That was her, all right.
She's pretty.
She's normal, like I said.
Well, you always wanted to be a rancher. I'd have thought she'd be just your thing. The perfect rancher's wife, if I ever saw one.
I already got a rancher's wife.
I'm only teasing. I like her, and I'm glad she saved your life. Most of the time, anyways.
The McFarlands are good people.
She did blush redder than a shepherd's sunset when she saw you, though.
I have that effect on women.
You've clearly had one too many blows to the head.
You ain't wrong about that, Mrs. Marston.
That's quite a ranch they got there.
That'll be us someday. As soon as we get back on our feet.
I don't know, John. How many times can we start again? An outlaw and a working girl. We ain't exactly farmers.
We are now. Forget that life. It's over.
Do you really believe that?
We have to. It's the only way we'll ever have a future.
The life we led, that doesn't go away. It's never over. You think those government men are just gonna leave us alone now?
The old gang's dead. I did what they asked.
And that's it? A life, crime, forgiven?
We're back together, ain't we?
Until they decide you owe them something else.
Sometimes I think I was the stupid one for believing I could get out. Maybe Dutch, Bill and Javier were just being honest with themselves.
You ain't perfect, John, and I sure ain't. But you're better than they are, than they were.
Maybe we can't change. But we gotta try, for Jack's sake. Even if we have to start again 100 times. It's better than going back to what we were. How's Jack doing?
Angry, upset. He's been through a lot.
I hope he's gonna be all right.
It's gonna take time. For a while, his world was safe, normal even. Then it got turned upside down again.
He ain't saying much about it.
I've tried to talk to him, but how do you explain any of this? What do you say when he asks about Uncle Bill and Uncle Dutch? They were his family when he was a little boy.
He hides away in those books of his.
Wouldn't you? It ain't like the real world's done him many favors. He's just been kidnapped. He grew up with the gang. That's no life for a boy.
We did our best to protect him.
Come on, John. He saw things no boy should see. We did good today, John. I guess I better go fix us something to eat.